Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwantner for Sales 2.0.
I'm Bob Jurik, Voice of the Revenue.
Let's talk about Sales 2.0. What does it mean to you?
2.0 is it's long in coming. It's for the past years in the Salesforce area, salespeople have had a tool to help them understand more about inside the four walls of their company. What's happening with their contacts, what's happening with their revenue, the pipeline, account management, territory management, understanding more about what their customers did, what they've been buying. That's all been well and good, but it did not give them the ability to put the finger on the pulse of their buyers, or their customers, or their prospects. A lot of that was a lot of guesswork, figuring out what they want to do, how they want to be sold, what tactics, what my customers are buying now, what I think they're going to buy, influenced by what they said on golf courses or tennis matches. A lot of that information was a lot of guesswork. 2.0 eliminates all that, takes the gray out, makes it black and white, whereas the sales reps and marketing teams are going to be able to put their finger on the pulse of what the customers want and need now based on their information they're getting now via an automated system.
So what you're saying is we have moved to an instant world where people want answers now.
Exactly right. And the answers they're getting are more insights to behavioral patterns of their customers, like who they're talking to. What are they saying about that product and services in the sales team? They're talking about things like what motivates them to buy. What are the key drivers to buy? These are the things I want to get.
Okay, let's talk about that particular issue. There's a lot of noise out there on the internet. And some people think it's just noise on the sideline. And other marketers really capture that noise. How do you do that?
The capture the noise, in the past it's always been, tradition's been surveys. Let's capture some feedback, let's send them a survey. I can tell you right now that probably 90% of the surveys that are taken and given back are A, not used by the company, or B, they don't correlate to how they're going to change the business to impact customer satisfaction and loyalty. They do it to collect the metrics, they do it to talk about things that they need to do, or actually to put into an annual report that we collected some customer satisfaction. All that is now eliminated.
So that's Survey 1.0. What is Survey 2.0?
Survey 2.0 is, and I like to move that a little bit higher than Survey 2.0. It's more like Feedback 2.0, whereas they can collect information via intelligence surveys. Surveys are getting very smart now. There are surveys out there that have some intelligence to it. You can actually put some Visual Basic and some Boolean logic into it. So based on the answers to the questions, you can branch to other questions. What that means, surveys are shorter, but you get a lot of more qualitative information to do that. The second area that's coming up real fast for the 2.0 are communities. How to use communities in the CRM area. How to use communities and set up segmented panels within those communities to capture information for people in this community who want to contribute information, who want to give you information, understanding more of the qualitative and quantitative part of it, put into a report generator, and distribute that through an SFA package. So now the sales rep and management has that information.
Can you give me a specific example of a company that uses communities to gather that intelligence?
For instance, Nielsen. Nielsen has always been sending surveys out to their customers out in the field to collect information. What they're doing now is they're creating communities. They're building communities of people who want to be part of the Nielsen family. And within that community, they're setting up specific panels based on segmented areas. And they're surveying those people and having those people talk internally and capturing that information using communities rather than just straight surveys. Now, the beauty of a community is people want to be there. They want to contribute information. The surveys, you're being asked to do that.
But isn't there sort of a pyramid in any community where the top 1% do 80% of the feedback?
See, that may be true in the communities today, like like Edlin or Facebook, where there's always something dominated.
Right.
When you're in a controlled community, there are panels being set up where it's nebulous. You'll have a panel set up. So, okay, on these panels, here are discussion points. Everybody voices their opinion. Everybody's talking about their opinions going back and forth. There is no top that, top this. And while they're communicating on that panel, you're taking qualitative analysis of the information and sending it out to be analyzed and sent to the sales rep. So there is no pyramid type thing. Yeah, there may be somebody that's in there, but in a controlled community, you can move that person onto another panel of more vocal people, so to speak, so you're controlling that environment.
Give me some software ideas. Where can sales leaders shop to get this community software?
The community software is new. It's out there. There are 3 or 4 companies that are using communities right now. I don't think any of them have really tied it to be used in Salesforce automation specifically, which is the opportunity, and it should be. And that's something that I'm working on right now, is how to bridge that gap between the community environment and how it's impacted CRM SFA 2.0.
Right. So what are the tools? Can you name some?
Some of the tools out there are Confirm It, Vovisi, you've got Satmetrics, you have Allegiance. Those are the 4 that come to mind that have a tool set that's able to capitalize different pieces of information, but then you're putting that into an environment whereas you're actually using that in Sales 2.0. That's the art.
Can you tell me how companies go about utilizing those tools like Confirm It, Allegiance, or Vovisi?
There are 2 ways. One is for a company to do it themselves. Do a study and come out and figure out what's the best firm to meet their objectives and needs, or with a Salesforce automation tool that already has it embedded. So there are 2 avenues. So right now it is more independent because there are not very many Salesforce automation tools that have this as part of their infrastructure. So right now it would be independent. And I would think that we change in the next 6 to 8 months to be 2.0, and thanks to your efforts, waving the flags about this will happen sooner.
We're going to continue our conversation with Bob Jurik tomorrow, where we explore different Sales 2.0 tools that can improve your productivity.